backs off. Continues his pressure on them. Oh, look at this. They're setting up. Vasily caught that, hooked in. He's going to go down. Oh, is he? The rocket jump. No, Deft comes in, finishes the job.
All about the lane ward here, placed by Samsung Blue a few minutes ago. Using it, waiting for Vasily to move down. You land an easy hook. He's not expecting it, and you get the kill.
It looked like he thinks he's safe. There's wards all around there, but they were just setting up shop, cooking s'mores in the dry brush for quite a while, so Vasily walked right into that one, didn't get any s'mores for himself. 4-1, 16 on the clock right now. We're already up to second tier turrets. No turrets yet for LMQ. They have been playing it a bit safe.
The group of death is absolutely living up to his name right now. Opening things up. If Samsung Blue were to take a victory, it would put both of these teams at 2-1. A long way to go for that one. Look at the amount of pick wars. Every single member of Samsung Blue picks one up. They lock in. Xiao Zhao slides away. But Acorn on his own, forcing that 2v1 and forcing LMQ to respect them.
Yeah, trying to see if you can force a summoner away from LMQ here, because Dragon is spawning. We're going to have a big fight for it. All the ping wards here by Samsung Blue can be used around this Dragon to secure it, get full control of it, and then LMQ has to walk into your face. It's a bad situation where you can easily engage onto them. The Yasuo can jump in, and you have the Corki with 24s and a Magic Pin boots completed now.
LMQ is trying to bring the greens to the table. The vision wards for them as you see them littering their inventory. See how much these are placed down. Just a few coming in from Samsung Blue to make sure they have the ground they want before they probably start the fight before the Dragon. I'm sure that'll happen first.
A lot of poke though from Deft.
Oh no!
Oh, no
name. Very, very low on that one. Moore's gonna have to put up Unbreakable, throws down the Glacial Fissure, but he will still be taken down by Dade.
Oh, yeah.
Here comes the hook onto Ackerman, throws down a nice equalizer in the bottleneck of the jungle towards that bottom lane, but it's not gonna be enough. Samsung Blue is on a rampage.
And once again, they are in control of this jungle here. They know where all the members of LMQ are, so Deft can just move in, land some good poke. The rest of Samsung Blue can engage in, get the kills they want, get the Dragon again, and just keep the lead.
Dragon.
Blue very much in control here. Dragon goes their way. It's a 6,000 gold lead, and you've got to start worrying for LMQ. They seem a little bit lost when these fights break out.
So again here, LMQ, I mean, Samsung Blue know where every single member is. They know Fizz is not there for the fight, so they can go in, start it, get the first few kills. Now Xiao joins in together with Ackerman. Nice hook coming in from Ackerman. And that's a good ulti here. I mean, you get a lot of members low, but nobody can follow up because you've already lost the team fight.
Just getting stronger and stronger now with a 6,000 gold lead. Still 0 turrets have fallen on the side of Samsung Blue. All 3 on the outside here for LMQ, which only means, as we've been seeing, Samsung Blue putting down the forward wards more and more, slowly moving up that line of pinks as much as they can.
Yeah, and LMQ right now, they only have the Rumble, who's going to be strong in these mid-game fights, and he's even been shut down from the start of the game. Every single member is currently weaker than Samsung Blue, and they can't really go for the fight.
Oh wow, ultimate call once again. Dade moves on in, tries to get himself another kill with more. Sapling touches down. It was a blue landing damage as well that manages to pick it up.
Why are you trying to fight for the blue buff here? You know you're weaker, you just want to buy time at the moment. I mean, look at Xiao Zhao. He's been forced to delay his Lich Bane because he needs some armor. He doesn't have it completed yet. He can't fight. At the same time, Vasily only 650.
Oh!
Ackerman going down as well.
He is dead.
The equalizer only said I'm easier to fight right there for coming in. Nice try on Dade. He tries to get a few back and forth, gets himself taken down, but at what cost? They're going to lose this bottom turret and clean up a minion wave. Not going to be working out too well. Samsung Blue definitely coming out bigger on that one. They are now going to have a 8,000 gold lead. Almost 20 minutes into the game, a lot of those item spikes missing from LMQ's mid-game where they want those spikes. Dragons aren't going to be in their favor, and they're being hit all on the side of Samsung Blue.
And this is honestly a solid response from Samsung Blue. Oh no, no. They are completely caught out of position. Vasily leaps away. Is the rocket jump enough? No, Deft manages to lock him down. The teleport comes in, but I think that's just going to be another victim for Samsung Blue. Ackerman joins the fight. In they go, slides on through. Triple kill for Deft. Thank you very much. It is all too easy for the Korean team right now.
Yeah, I mean, they have 4 wards in this bush here. That's what you need.
Oh no, there you go. They spotted him out there. Is the Penta available? It's a long way off. I don't think it's going to work out.
You don't have enough sweepers to put out the amount of wards that Blue is just putting in each brush. Deft over the wall, looking for these kills still. No Name was not able to get out. The bug goes splat. Is it going to be the inside the park Penta here coming in? Xiao would be the last one. The 3 before, the 2 now. And that is the extended Penta for Deft.
And LMQ at the moment, I mean, obviously they are so far behind. They cannot win these fights here. It was all due to Samsung Blue shutting down Aquaman at the start. He never got going. He could never get to this point where we could have the first dragon fight. Perfect ulti from him, get some targets low, then suddenly Xiao to pick up the kills he needed to snowball him on the face. We're just going to see it again. Setting up a trap here. LQ's like, okay, let's just push the tower. They already recalled. Nope, they didn't. Managed to finish the sealer here. Deft is so strong on this poke in this mid game and can just clean up the fight.
The ability for Samsung to read these, know that they're going to get everything in their favor is incredible. It looks like these plays are happening without any thought to hesitate.
Diving on in there. As I was about to say, they are out really answering the critics very well. Of course, that loss to Fnatic will absolutely have upset them. And of course, their Korean fans back at home. They would have definitely put a gigantic question mark. The Samsung Blue, their early game has been impeccable in this game. They're now 14-2 up with a gigantic 11,000 gold lead. Just 22 minutes into this one. More just being pursued and pushed out of his own jungle. Vasily, he dare not wander from his lane.
We really do see Samsung Blue with a different style compared to what they did against Fnatic. Where they were like, okay, we're 2 members here, you're 5 members, let's go for the fight anyway. Oh, we lost it. We lost our tower as well, and we lost the game. I mean, in this game here, they've made sure that the numbers advantage, they've made sure they can always take the right fights. They had wards placed, picked up the kills, got the poke in from the core team.
And this is with LMQ getting a lot of the champions that they like to play, barring Xiao on this Fizz. More pushed onto Braum. He has as many games as he does on Thresh. 8-2 over his 7-3 Thresh. So he's very comfortable on this Braum. It's just been Samsung Blue playing impeccably throughout this entire game. You can see they want more fights. The Talisman of Ascension finished out here for Heart so they can keep things going. I don't see a disengage in the near future for them. They are engaging everything that they can.
Just taking full control again of the jungle. Keep talking about how, again, these teams, when they get the lead in the mid game, they go into the enemy jungle, place all the wards, and then you can just start moving to the lanes. I mean, look the way they've positioned themselves. Darted down his bottom lane, has his blade completed, did go in 10-second item, wanted to get some one-on-one power, some split pushing power, and then Akon can teleport as well, or almost teleport. Let's see though, LMQ, they're looking for the fights.
Jungle Waters will go through, but it just simply is dragged out of. Spirit disengages on that one. LMQ tried to collapse, tried to create just something out of nothing on Samsung Blue, but they are so well equipped, so well covered in terms of vision. Now Heart going looking. He's looking towards Xiao, and Dade just comes on around and puts pressure on! Deft finds another victim. 8-1-4 now on that Corki.
Definitely turning his game around from earlier, guys. It's absolutely incredible. We said the emotions we saw out of Deft were quite strong, but he has put those aside. The coaches obviously helping a lot with the Korean teams to settle their players, understand what the problem was, and then display that, portray it to them in a way that they can then use in the game.
I mean, he probably felt he lost the game against Fnatic because he was caught so many times by Charms from Expected, and it was a bad game from him. Yesterday, he was also caught out of position in one of the games here. They did manage to win it, but still, we saw some shaky performance from Deft, who's normally the guy known as like the god of positioning and the god of team fights. Definitely stepping up in this game. He only had one mistake where he actually ended up dying, but the rest have been pretty solid.
Currently, Samsung Blue move in, clean out the Dragon, continues their dominance. 5-0 in towers, full control. LMQ. They are pushing towards the Baron, unsure whether they were going for it themselves. Way too early for them to try and push it. They don't have the power right now. Only one item completed on the majority of members of LMQ. They are so far behind in terms of gold, in terms of power, in terms of everything. They have just been outplayed and outsmarted by Samsung Blue so far in this game.
Samsung Blue right now should just set up wards around this Baron here, force LMQ to walk out and face JQ, take the fight, kill them, take the Baron, and push into the base. They are so far ahead. They have so many items completed already here.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no mid-game left for Samsung Blue. They're already way into the late game of their items.
The ability for Dade to put a quick silver sash in already. We see Xiao knowing they're a little bit behind, puts the blue elixir in quite early to try and get an extra spike in his damage throughout these fights. It's going to be Samsung Blue starting off with the Baron. Looks quite dark in the eyes of LMQ as they approach.
But they have to try and go for this fight here and go for the steal. They're going in.
The equalizer goes down. Is it going to be enough? I'm not sure. No Name gets just massacred off of the side there. Vasily now focused on. He has to rocket jump away, but Deft finds himself another victim. Comes in, goes up, gets a second, gets a third. Scumbag Dade gets in there and gets himself on the board though. It's a 4-for-0. Such a clean fight for Samsung Blue. Kind of what you'd expect from a team so far ahead.
Yeah, again, exactly what we just talked about before. Set up the Baron, started, force LMQ to come and face check you and just jump them, clean them, kill this Baron here, go towards the base.
A complete turnaround from the game we saw earlier, and it looks like Samsung Blue begins to tighten their stranglehold onto LMQ here. 47,000, which is going to go up quite a bit with this Baron. Probably hitting 50 on the mark to 32.7. Just a matter of time before they continue in. Oh, Hart getting caught out here. Not even going to need the fish on that one, but is Deft going to try to answer back without the vision? Doesn't feel like he wants it, and he just is outside of the spikes. Oh, man.
Here.
They're going to try and put him down. Xiao, is it going to be enough for the Sony's Hourglass? Deft has so much damage. Acorn comes in to support him. They're going to turn this around in a 2v4 situation. He comes in, manages to lock the twist and advance. It's a double for Deft. They continue to push on through. The regeneration of the Baron and the power of the lifesteal is working so well. Vasily has to use the buster shot to force him away. And Dade comes around the side and locks him down.
Now Samsung Blue can just push into the base here. They got the kills they wanted, they got the picks here. LMQ, they had to try something, so they just went for a few kills. They didn't have an option. I mean, you can't just sit back in your base and wait for Samsung Blue to finish. They had to go for some kills. Didn't work out.
The definitive moves coming out now when Samsung, either white or blue, knows they have the lead. They put the pedal to the metal and they do not stop. Something, you know, we said we saw from LMQ in the North American LCS, coming back dragon after dragon. They pretty much go through the batting order to keep fighting, but it just seems like Samsung Blue on a whole different level as they bring around the batting order 3 or 4 times here to keep these fights going.
Samsung Blue pushing on through, 28 minutes in this game, and look at that, they do make mistakes. Double pink ward placed.
What does it mean?
I mean, we saw 4 wards in one bush as well. I mean, clearly tactics.
Oh, No Name having to use his ultimate to get out of dodge there. Samsung Blue trying to hook in towards him. Xiao trying to create any pressure that he can, but it is so hard when you're this far behind. You dare not leave their base right now. That middle inhibitor will be respawning soon. There's one saving grace, and of course Hart's Baron buff was worn off, but a single skill shot was landed between the two supports.
We have to consider the next time these guys face off, it's going to be different. LMQ has played this group, the group of death, very well and can still find themselves in a 1 or 2 spot. Doesn't look like Samsung Blue wants any of that nonsense, though. They go right in onto Moore so he cannot help heal for the team. And LMQ is trying to find the fountain because anywhere inside their base is not safe right now.
Deft is looking for a high score record, I think. 14 kills in one game so far. Absolutely ripping LMQ apart. And those rockets have been absolutely on point finding that mark. He's just going to look to peel across the side there. Ackerman not going to fall for it. One. Nexus turret goes down. The second will follow. Here they go. Can he get more kills? There's one as he goes legendary once again. Gets himself the double. Tries to get Vasily on the fountain. Doesn't quite have the damage to pour on towards him. He desperately wants to pick up one more. But it is 16 kills for Deft in the end. And a dominant victory for Samsung Blue over LMQ.
And they just completely snowballed from the early game here. The Rumble pick was what LMQ had in the mid game to kind of power them up and get them into this late game on the Fizz, on the Tristana. Samsung Blue, they knew it. They put all the focus from level 1 on shutting him down with the lane swap here, denying any possible farm options and kept him down.
You know, we were looking at this game earlier on when we saw Fnatic take down Samsung Blue, and we were a little bit